Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jedi here, and today I'm going to give you guys a couple of rants. First off, I'm going to rant about. The first one's going to be about something that's a little more local, something that happened here in the state of California, more locally Los Angeles. And the second one is going to be about something that happens online, mostly here on YouTube. Okay, the first one is going to be about Carmageddon. Now, for those of you who don't know what Carmageddon is or was, during the weekend of July 16th and 17th, the freeways, one stretch of the 405 freeway here in Los Angeles, between the 101 and 10 freeways, was shut down. The whole freeway, no lanes were open whatsoever, due to construction or deconstruction, if you will. And that is basically because they were taking the Mulholland Bridge and demolishing it. And from what I hear from one of the people that at my Sunday job, Julie Nakama, because she lives out there, it's basically they want to change from a two lane road to a 4-lane road, a bridge. And it's like she said, it was a 4-lane bridge to begin with. Why they changed it to a 2-lane bridge is beyond anybody out there. Is beyond anybody's guess out there. I mean, the Mulholland Bridge is one of the busiest bridges out there, out in that area, and it's high traffic. Anyway, well, the whole thing is that they were hyping it up as it being a busy the streets are going to be busy out there. Okay, that didn't happen for multiple reasons. One, it was on a weekend. That's the perfect time to do it. Number two, people that live out there and had and if they didn't have business out in the LA basin to where they would have to use that stretch of the 405, they stayed home. Those that did, they actually stayed out near where they work. For example, and it was the same way the other way around with people living in Los Angeles that had to use that or any other place that had to use that stretch of the 405. Give you a few examples here. Santa Monica UCLA Hospital. They have a wing that's not even open yet. They're going to open it in January. It's ready to be used. And what they did was they took staff members who work out there, who have to take that stretch of the 405 freeway. They have them stay in that wing during the whole weekend. Let's see. One of the guys that works at my building, he had to work out here in one of the days he had to work out here in Beverly Hills. He shacked up with a friend of his. He stayed at a friend's house. One of my sister's coworkers, instead of braving the streets and the freeways to come out, she rented a hotel room out there, and she told anyone that that uses the 405, that stretch of the 405, to go ahead and use the same hotel room. Those are all just people who were smart. Basically, what this whole Carmageddon thing is the media hyping things up once again. I mean, they were counting down the days, the hours, the minutes, the seconds. It was just ridiculous. I was like, I'm getting tired of hearing this Carmageddon bullshit. And I was like, how can you survive Carmageddon? Not go anywhere? like they did. And when Julie had to come out to the church on Sunday, she didn't use a 405. She doesn't use a 405. She took the 5 to the 101 and bam, she was there. No problems. um, let's see here. Well, that's all I gotta say about Carmageddon. It was just complete bullshit. Just media hyping something up as they always do. The next one I'm going to talk about is e-begging. E-begging is a major, I would say it's a major cancer online. E-beggars are, I would say, the internet's equivalent of the panhandler. Guy out and, person out in the streets who asks for change. By the way, I'd never give those people any money because, for one thing, most of them are homeless. Most of them are in their situation because of alcohol and drugs, and they will use that money for alcohol and or drugs. I know because I've seen it. I mean, there was a time when I used to work at McDonald's. I used to be a manager. Sorry, I was taking a drink of some soda here. But I used to be a manager, and one day I went in to pick up my check. I was working that night, but I went in to pick up my check, and there's been this homeless person out there for months, and I thought, okay, this person is probably asking for money for food. So to cut out the middleman, the money part, I decided, what the hell, I'll go ahead and give him some food that's here at from inside. Sorry. I got him a couple burgers and some fries, and hand it to him. He says, "What the fuck is this?" I said, it's food." "I don't want food. I want fucking money, man." And I was like, you know what? Fine. Took the food and I threw it away. And I left. I never gave anybody money again. I never have, and I never will. Okay? Yeah, sure, there are these people that say we'll work for food and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm getting off traffic. I'm getting off track here. And so anyway, like I said, the e-beggars are those kind of people. They will say, "Oh, I need," for example, here on YouTube, one of the people I'm subscribed to, I'm getting ready to unsubscribe to this person, is basically asking his subscribers for money so that he can buy a camera. Or a better camera. No, I'm sorry. You will not get a dime from me, okay? If you're e-begging, you're not gonna get a dime from me. Let me get this. Let me tell you guys something here. Remember when I broke my camera that I used to do videos with? Did I ask you guys or anybody here on YouTube for money to get myself a new camera? Now, granted, I have like not nearly as many subscribers as this guy, but still, I ain't asked people. No, I'm waiting until I can actually afford it with my own hard-earned money. Yeah, I know this guy. Yeah, I know some of these guys that they make their living off of YouTube. I don't. I don't make my money off of YouTube. I work for a living, unlike some of these people. You know. Um, like I said, this whole eBaying is stupid. It is a cancer on you know on the internet, and unfortunately, it won't end. It will not end because as long as basically as long as these people make YouTube money, they'll keep posting videos, and it's just it's just ridiculous. So anyway, I'm gonna say I'd like to thank you all for listening to my rants here, and Lone Wolf Jazz saying, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. By the way, folks, I'm working on those reviews, the movie reviews and the game reviews. I hope to have them up pretty soon. I just have to, for the movie reviews, I just have to see two more comic book character movies. That is Captain America and Conan the Barbarian. And the other one, and the only movie that non-comic book hero movie, comic book character movie I have to see is Harry Potter, and that will be in a couple of weeks. So for those, and like I said, once again, thank you for watching. See you all next time. Take care of yourselves.
You think you know me?